Hi everyone, welcome to Not So Civil Engineers Live. We are your hosts. I'm Sam.
What's your last name?
Moriarty.
I'm Maggie Rodriguez. And this is the first time we're doing this physically together.
Yeah, very exciting. So, I guess we could start tonight by talking about a season 1 recap.
Mm-hmm.
It's been almost a year since we started this journey.
Yep.
And so much has happened. I mean, you've moved across the world again.
Yep.
And I moved into a studio. Very exciting stuff. And yeah. So
season 1, we talked a lot about the overarching parts of being a woman in engineering. We talked about having imposter syndrome, especially as young women. We talked about mentors that we've had in our careers. We talked about burnout. Look, there's one. The gang's all here.
Gang's all here.
And we talked about Grandpa's possum.
We did.
Sam, give us a little update on Grandpa's possum.
So,
Bella's here. Hi, Bella.
Hi, Bella. So a little update on the possum. Well, my grandfather is not doing well, unfortunately. And the possum was actually rehomed. My sister found a possum sanctuary, and I actually got a clip, which I'll have to upload in this video, of the possum getting its first bath in a really long time, and it was really cute.
Yeah.
It was wearing a little shower cap, and
Like a wildlife preserve, right?
Yes, yep. So they're gonna, I think they're gonna use the possum for educational purposes.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not going back in the wild.
Possum could not make it in the wild.
No.
Grandpa raised possum from a baby, so
After
could not
he
go in the wild.
allegedly may or may not have
allegedly
killed the mom.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So possums living the dream.
Yep, living the dream. Yeah. And thinking back to our podcast and some of the behind the scenes and kind of doing some reflection, thinking about why we started the podcast, and
why did you want to start the podcast?
Well, I wanted to start the podcast, and I think we kind of talked about this in season 1, where you had asked me to do this years ago, and I was just not in the right space, mentally, and sorry, we're having some technical.
It's just Bella telling me
Okay.
that her service is in and out.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, you had asked me to do this a couple years ago, and I just wasn't in the right place. I think there was just a lot going on in life, and I was just starting to build my career. It was also COVID times, and then I think around this time last year, I was let's do it. We're not getting any younger, and we were already FaceTiming so frequently anyways. And we just thought, why not add an audience to everything that we're already talking about? And I know you've always been a really great mentor to me, and I think it's great that we get to share our wisdom and experiences, not just with each other, but with an audience.
Yeah. I wanted to start the podcast because sometimes you would bail on my FaceTimes, and I wanted to make you talk to me every week. So, no. But really, I mean, I just thought that we talked about some good stuff. So I was like, why not just record it? Because even when we're older and my kids grow up, or if you have kids, it'll be nice to show them footage of you younger and hear the things that you talked about when you were younger. And for me, it's for my posterity as well as whoever listens. Because I'm not I'm not good at taking photos. and I'm not good at like taking videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have a lot of pictures and videos of myself, so having something like this kind of on record is kind of nice for me.
I was just thinking about that too, how like I used to take way more photos and videos in college, and maybe it's because I just don't have Snapchat anymore and I can't more like excessively like take videos, but it's something that we have to start doing. I mean, the podcast is like a great way to capture some of those little moments.
It's also like 8, 9, 10 hours a day we're at work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like school where you had like class and then a little break where you were walking somewhere and like taking pictures and stuff. It's like I'm not taking selfies at work, so
No.
I just don't like, I don't have as many things that I think of taking
Yeah.
footage of. But
Yeah.
speaking of kind of like the podcast in the past year, what do you think has changed in the podcast and between us since we started it a year ago?
I feel like we've definitely started to gain a following. Like, I think it first started just with like our very, very close-knit friends and family, and it's started to evolve like pretty recently with maybe some like work people or people that we used to work with. Maybe
Yeah.
some people at work that I'm like scared to listen to. I don't know.
Yeah. Sam and I were laughing earlier today because I was talking about how I posted actually on LinkedIn about our podcast. And a few weeks ago on LinkedIn, I accidentally went viral. Like hundreds of thousands of views on my post. And so I was like, hey, might as well take this opportunity to post about my podcast that has 70 followers. So I posted about it, and one of the senior directors where I work reposted it and commented on my post and was like, I love this so much. Like, I love your vision. And I texted Sam and I was like, Sam, we have to have a vision. Like, people are expecting this of us now. And she said that something similar happened to her at work where like her manager or someone found out about the podcast and then was like, oh, we should all like listen to it and support. And now we're like, we have to script a little bit better because usually we don't.
No, it's usually a lot more no filter.
It's loosey-goosey.
Yep.
Definitely. I don't think we'll ever do like a firm script.
No.
But maybe just more detailed outlines.
Yes.
So that we don't wander as much.
Maybe some like pseudonyms, you know?
Pseudonyms would also be good.
Yep.
And also time limits
Yes.
on
that
like
too.
topics. I think that would be helpful for us because sometimes the recordings are like 3 hours long.
And we gotta chip
And I gotta
away.
chop them down to like an hour 15 max. Ideally like 45 minutes. We're yappers.
Yeah.
And then our next question for ourselves was, what is the most unexpected part of hosting a podcast?
I feel like the nerves at first. Like, I was very nervous as soon as we started this. And I feel like I get nervous every time we begin to record because, like, I know we have outlines, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. I am a loose cannon.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with our normal podcasts is that it doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth. Like, we can always redo it because 90% of the time when you start our podcast, complete nonsense comes out of your mouth. And then at the end of every single episode, when you try to give our little, what is it called? Sign off?
Our sign off.
We have to do it like 5 times every time.
I mess it up so much.
But today, whoever's watching gets to see everything that I would usually cut out. So
no, I'm gonna nail it.
This is
I'm
the
gonna
real
nail it.
It's also a little bit more natural for us since we're in person. When we were doing everything over Zoom, I mean, which we're still gonna do because we still live hours apart, it's not as easy to like just kind of bounce off each other, especially when like maybe my signal wasn't great, we had a delay, like you'd be laughing at something that I said like 20 seconds ago. And I was trying to move on. Yeah, so I think that this is easier,
Mhm.
and hopefully when we start up on our recordings again, that'll also be easier.
Yes. Yeah.
For me, the most unexpected part is the time investment outside of the recordings. The social media that I basically didn't really think about.
Yeah.
The editing that takes so much more time than I expected. The like technical troubleshooting that we've had to go through with all of our accounts, and like trying to figure out how to post to Spotify, how to link that to Apple Podcasts, and like how long it takes for those to port together, and like all of these things that I never even thought about.
I even think of like the physical tools that we have. Like, is your audio, like, you can't be too close to the mic, you can't be too far away, you know, the lighting. I think I want to invest in a nicer camera, because I look back on some of the videos that we recorded and I'm like, I am so grainy. I am so pale. I need like a glow. I need one of those halo, like.
One of my old coworkers, Molly, she was like, I love when you post your trailers and they have video, because it looks like you recorded it on a flip phone. Thank you. Yeah, we were using our like built-in computer cameras, and I think that we need to switch it up and use
We need something nicer.
a better webcam, or we need a better webcams.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we both have like nice cameras. It would be nice to figure out
if we can figure out how to use those as webcams.
If anyone has any links to some mini HDMI cords.
Fawn just ordered one.
Oh,
for me.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's it called actually?
It's a mini HDMI, but everyone
Never
I
heard
was
of it.
looking at was like a micro HDMI, and I don't know, but he
Okay.
found it, so.
Well, if someone could link one for me in the chat, that would I'd appreciate that. But thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.
God
Thank
bless.
you.
Let's hop into some of our questions that we got from our Instagram question box.
Yeah. All right. I'll start with the first one. What's one thing you wish your male coworkers understood about being a woman in engineering, or a woman in general?
For me, I think that I wish sorry everybody, there's a motorcycle outside. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's just give it a second. So for me, I wish my male coworkers, I think that in concept a lot of men understand this, but maybe they just don't like empathize with it because they've never lived it. The absolute confidence that you have to have in like everything you say as a woman, and everything you bring to the table, like you have to be 1,000%.
Yeah, like that 10 toes down on.
Yeah, if there's a shadow of a doubt in your mind about what you're bringing to the table, people are gonna pick up on it, and they're gonna think that you don't know what you're talking about, or that you don't stand behind your own work. And I think that is more severe with women. I also feel like as women, we're a little bit worse at faking confidence, or like being confident in something that we're not 1,000% secure in.
Yeah.
So I do wish that they understood that, so that they could kind of support more, even if we are not 1,000%, we're like 99%.
Right.
Like try to get you there.
Right, exactly. Because I feel like I have tried to do that for people in the past, and meeting some of my male coworkers, where they're trying to make a point, but maybe they don't know how to verbalize it, and they start fumbling, and I can tell that they're struggling. So like I offer more of like a helping hand of like, oh, is this what you're looking for, like looking to say? But I don't necessarily feel like that same courtesy is like given back to me.
Yeah, like if you fumble, you get steamrolled.
Yes.
Instead of like the helpful, like the aiding you along. What about you? What's your thing?
For me, I would say that as someone who is very in tune with her emotions, I think just because a woman has a strong reaction or a strong emotion to something that happens, whether it's a positive or negative emotion, does not mean that overall I am emotional. And I feel like there is a really big distinction there because, you know, obviously there are stigmas against women because, like, they're quote unquote emotional. But I'm allowed to have emotions. And I think back to, like, past job experiences, like when I was in like the food service industry, and some of my male coworkers would have these like big blowouts, but no one would ever say that they were emotional. They were just like, oh, he's having a bad night.
Yeah, like working in or kind of alongside construction, I think that you really see like the extent of male emotion in a professional environment, because like you see them angry and you see them disappointed and you see them upset and like mostly angry. And like my husband is now becoming an electrician, and he has come home and told me stories about like people being mad about just like these things that kind of don't matter, but there's not that same label placed on them.
Yep.
Of like emotional, hysterical, all of that, like hormonal.
Too much.
Yeah, too much, all of that on men as there is on women.
Yeah. Good question. Do you want to ask the second one?
Sure. If you could have majored in something different in college, what would it have been?
I like play around with this a lot because I do love like event planning, but I think about some of the outreach stuff that I've done with NSCEP, and I love being in a classroom. I love teaching and like seeing that sort of like light bulb like expression that students get on their face when like they understand something. So I don't know if I would have done like primary school like education, but if I would have like gone farther with my current degree and have gotten a PhD and gone into academia. But I also I like kids. High schoolers scare me. I feel like I could have done elementary school kids because I feel like they're more excited about school.
Yeah.
Before you get to like into middle school and high school.
Yeah, the only grade I wouldn't want to teach is middle school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hormones. there's a lot of hormones going
middle
on.
Middle school is when like kids learn to be mean.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yes.
Because like little kids can be mean, but they don't they're not doing it intentionally.
Right,
Usually
like,
they're
they
just
don't
being
mean
like
it.
overly honest.
Yes.
And it sort of like cuts really deep.
Oh my god.
But middle schoolers, like, that's when they learn that you can be mean on purpose. But for me, similar to what you said, like growing up, I wanted to be an event planner, like a wedding planner, something along those lines. But I was kind of discouraged from that just because of the viability of the job market and like how do you go about that, and like there's not necessarily a super like straight line to that career. Like there are a lot of factors that have to fall into place. My parents just kind of encouraged me to be more practical with what career I chose, which is how I end up in engineering. But overall, I'm glad that I wound up doing what I did. I think that with an engineering degree, like I kind of front loaded a lot of the work to create an easier life.
Yeah.
And my job isn't always easy, but I'm not like physically exhausted after a day's work. I don't have to worry about that.
You get weekends, you get holidays. I think about like if I had ever, wanted to stay in like the food service industry or like hospitality too. Like I have friends that work in both, and it's really hard that they don't get to spend holidays with their family. Although I will say, when I did work in food service, having a random Monday or Tuesday off in the summer and like being able to go to the beach and no one was there because everyone was at work was kind of nice.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme, it's just a lot.
I'm a creature of habit, so I like that my work schedule is consistent. I like that I don't have to work any weekends. Like you said, I like that I get to have a very like standard career now. Yeah. Because of the work that I put in when I was 18 to 21. It's kind of great. So I'm glad I made the choice I did. But
Yeah.
there were definitely other things that I considered.
Let's see, what else do we have? Where do you guys see yourselves 1 year from now?
Do you want to talk about this like personally or in terms of the podcast? Or
I
maybe a hint of both?
Maybe like a hint of both. I think like for me personally, well, one, I just moved into a studio and I'm living alone for the first time in my entire life and I am enjoying it. But I'm also in a relationship now, which is also update from season 1. And so that could be on the table as well. So I think like in terms of my personal life, there could be a lot that could change a year from now. I think career-wise, I'm cooling. I'm fine where I am. I like my job. It's challenging. It's very rewarding. I enjoy the good days and the bad days. So that's like where I am personally. I think for the podcast, I don't know, man. I think we're gonna hit that 1,000 followers. We're gonna this time next year.
We'll host a real Instagram
We'll
live.
host a real Instagram live.
That's our goal. On what is the date? September 12th, 2026. We'll host an Instagram live because we'll have 1,000 followers.
Yes. That's where I see us a year from now.
So for me, in my personal life, we just moved back to the States a few months ago. So for the first time in a very long time, I can confidently say that within the next year, I'm not going to be moving anywhere. There won't be any major life changes in that sphere, just because we've purchased a home. We did a lot of renovations on it. We've just received our 200 boxes of belongings from our shipping container. There are probably about 30 to still unpack, but it's mostly clothes and shoes that we just haven't had anywhere to put, so not too bad. It shouldn't take too long. But like for the first time, I think we're ready to feel a little bit settled for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, in a year, I should still be about where I am.
Yeah.
Just
but, like with the house, like is there anything like in this next year that you're excited to work on? Like you guys have already put so much work into it so far, but is there any like project that you like hope to complete a year from now?
By a year from now, I'm really hopeful that we'll have our office like fit out. So right now, the third floor of our house is like an attic basically, but it has 3 rooms. One we're keeping attic storage, the front room we're making into a guest room, and the rear room we're making an office. And so there's just subflooring through the whole attic, so we have to put in flooring, and we have to basically just make it like a livable space.
Yeah.
And we want to put in some built-in cabinets, and we want to put in a bookshelf, and we want to make it like look cool and vibey and like comfortable for us. So I'm hoping to get that done so that when I do have days that I want to work from home, or when we record, so that I can have like a cool space to be happy to go into to do that.
You should make sure to take like progress photos over the next year, because you could also share those on the pod.
That's what I said I was gonna do from when we moved in to now, and I've been doing really poorly with that. So, because like I said, I just like don't think to take pictures, because I'm like, oh yeah, things are looking good, and I'm like mentally like, cool,
a mental picture.
And then like nobody else would care about this, and then people are like, do you have progress photos? And I'm like, oh, let me draw you one from memory quick. I actually recently looked up photos of the listing of the house and like found one on a random site, because a lot of sites all the pictures go away once it's sold. But I found one site that they don't, and so I saved them so that I could do kind of like a before and after once everything's kind of fully done.
I did that for the apartment that I just moved out of. I like, because some of the photos were of like our things, like living in that apartment, but I also found some of the ones that we saw when we were first looking at that apartment, just because I don't know. I like collecting stuff like that, and maybe in 30 years when my kids are like, oh, what was your, apartment like in Boston? I can be like, I can show you. Because I loved it.
Pull out my old albums. And then the podcast, 1 year from today, we will have, oh great, this person said, don't worry, I'll be there September 12th, 2026. We're on it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
That's
Thank you for your
we'll be
support.
1 year from today. 1,000 followers on Instagram. That's all we need.
Maybe we'll have merch. I don't know.
Maybe
Go crazy.
we'll have
Go
merch.
crazy.
Maybe. If we had 1,000 followers, we would have to have some merch.
Yeah.
Our 1,000th follower, here, I'll make a promise. Our 1,000th follower can have a free
T-shirt.
Hoodie.
A pin.
A hoodie. We'll get them a hoodie.
A hoodie.
We'll get them a hoodie with our faces on it, really small.
Yep.
And it'll say, keep it civil, at least a little.
That was my tagline. I was supposed to say that at the end, but it's okay. You're reminding me.
It's the
You're reminding
show's
me.
tagline.
So everyone that currently follows, you're gonna have to keep unfollowing and refollowing.
Yeah, in order to become 1,000 followers.
And you should tell your friends to follow us, because that way we get to that 1,000 a lot quicker.
Yes.
So
Big brain.
marketing, big brain, big brain.
Create spam accounts.
Yeah.
Create 900 spam accounts.
When we realized that we needed 1,000 followers to do the Instagram live last night, I was like, I'm pretty sure people pay for fake followers all the time. I tried looking into it, and it said it was highly discouraged. And we were thinking about it. We're like,
You wanted to get us shadow banned.
We
the
absolutely
night
would have.
before this live.
It would have happened. Instagram would have been like, they got 900
933 followers.
overnight. Oh, that's kind of weird. So.
And then your second idea, instead of buying bots, was to start just following thousands of accounts.
Yes.
Which would
I don't
have
know.
also gotten us banned.
It would have.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
So, next question. This one's a fun one. So thank you to whoever sent this in. I don't remember who it was. What is one reality show you would be on?
Okay.
If you were single, I would think you should go on Love is Blind.
Okay.
Oh no, your computer
I know,
locked.
it's okay.
Our agenda.
Love is Blind. You know what? My sister-in-law and my roommates, were all very supportive of that. And one of my roommates, my best friend, we were trying to convince her to, submit an application because they just did filming in Boston, last year or 2 years ago. And that would have been crazy. But I think, I don't know if I would be good on, a reality TV where there's, a prize. I think I'd rather have, and this has just been popping up on my Instagram reels, rip Ozzy Osbourne, but, the Osbournes. Just someone following me and my family around. Because, between the possum and everything else that goes on in my family, or even my personal life with my friends, it would be worth the watch.
It would be worth I would watch it. Sometimes you call me and I'm shocked by the things that come out of your mouth. My sister Kate said about the merch, she said, do the reverse of most companies, only do women's cut t-shirts. I hate a women's cut t-shirt. I never buy them. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
If I were gonna be on a reality show, I would want to do. Obviously, I love Great British Bake Off, but I'm not good enough at baking. I love it, and I also just I'm not as nice as all of them in the sense of
they're
all
so kind,
and I'm not mean. I just am very competitive, and they're all just so chill. When they lose, they're just so happy for the people who are still there. That would not be me.
The newest season's out right now, and I just watched the first episode.
Don't tell me anything.
I won't tell you anything, but I cried. I teared up at the end of the first person that went home. I'm not okay. That show, everyone's just so nice and so kind.
Yeah. So I love that show, but I think more realistically, I would want to be on Nailed It the Netflix
Oh,
fail baking
yes,
show.
yes.
Because I think I'm good enough at following directions that I could actually do decently well. And I'm not a horrible baker. It's just that they don't give them enough time for the projects they give them. Like, they give them these intensely intricate things in an hour. I'm like, nobody could do that in an hour. Sorry. There's a
street bikes.
A brief motorcycle gang driving by on their dirt bikes. But I would want to be on Nailed It. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
Because it's just a one episode thing.
Oh, okay.
And then it's
not even, not even a big commitment. Because that's another thing about some of these other reality TV shows, like Love Is Blind or Love Island, months of time. I don't have that. Well, and could you imagine me going to my boss and being like, I need to take 3 months leave?
I think most of those people don't go back to their jobs after though, because they're aiming to become an influencer.
To get that clout. Yeah. Could be us one day with the clout.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
No.
How about September 2027?
Yes, a great 2-year
We'll
goal.
be getting paid.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, for this. I don't think so.
We'll be in the green or at least
we
in the black.
We will have a sponsor by 2027. September 12th, 2027. We'll manifest it.
Yes. So, yeah, definitely some good questions from our followers.
And now we have a question for the people watching.
Yes.
What is one thing in or on your desk, or if you don't have a desk at work, whatever you have, that you can't live without, that you use every day or almost every day, that you love having it while you work, all of that? For me, it's my lens cleaning wipes, because my computers kind of face a window. So when the sunlight hits my glasses, if there's any smudges or anything on them, it drives me insane. So I have lens clearing wipes in my desk. Juan says my water bottle. That is a
essential.
necessity.
It is an essential.
Water is a life necessity.
I have, maybe Awala will sponsor this episode, but I
sponsor what? This doesn't cost any money.
Shush. Maybe Awala will be a future sponsor. I love my Awala water bottle. For anyone that knows me personally, I really suck at drinking water. I don't know. I never think to do it. My water bottle is currently upstairs, so this is not a great look for me.
Mine's still in my backpack from work yesterday.
Yeah. But I feel like I drink a lot more water now because of it.
My sister Kate said stress putty. It's like silly putty, but it's translucent and has chunky glitter in it.
Ooh.
I like the texture of silly putty. But I do wonder if it would be the same texture if it's translucent. I don't think I would like the chunks. But I have had a putty, like a slime at work before that I would poke and stuff. That was fun.
Is there anything that gets on your hands? Would my keyboard feel weird after?
I don't know.
Because that would be a really big sensory thing for me.
I don't think silly putty leaves any sort of oil or anything. Okay. Nadia says her AirPods.
Big.
That's a big one. Yeah, I use over the ear headphones, but I use them every day.
Yeah, I just play my music out loud. I do have my own office, so I can do that. But there are people at work, the techs, that just play their music out loud all the time.
The confidence.
There's a team that has a whole stereo speaker setup, and they listen. I think Hannah's on. Hannah, you'll have to remind me what the station is, but it's the same station where in the morning they have those radio talk shows where they're very dramatic. It's call someone you
War of the Roses.
yes, exactly. And then what did Hannah say? My ergonomic wrist pads, they are life-saving. Sorry Hannah, I'm reading your other. Those are not safe for work. Yeah, the radio talk shows.
No, they're usually not
appropriate.
They bleep because it's still the radio, so they do bleep. But yeah, the content is a little spicy sometimes. Yeah. Kate says no residue on the stress putty.
Oh, okay, all right, good to know. Yeah, I think on my desk, I love my wireless keyboard and mouse, but I also have something. I don't use them every day. But something that I love to know that is there is that one of my friends for my birthday this year had gotten me these emergency affirmations for when I'm having a bad day, and they're like kind of funny. So I love pulling those out every once in a while after like a tough meeting, and just a little something to get you through.
Yeah. I'm like super cynical when I'm in a bad mood, so I'd probably read one and be like, because like I don't know, when I'm in a good mood, those will like make me feel so uplifted and like I'll tear up. But when I'm in a bad mood, like that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Well, thanks
That was
guys.
fun. Thanks for the engagement. All right, so let's talk about one of our topics in season 1 was side projects and passion projects.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to like hobbies, creative pursuits, are you up to anything new in terms of like things you do outside of work?
Yeah. So again, I feel like moving has become my like whole personality over the past I signed this lease in April and have been talking about it for so long that like people back in August were like, so how'd the move go? I'm like, didn't happen yet. It did not happen. One more month. But I had been curating my space and had created this really intense Pinterest board about like the theme that I wanted and my like color scheme. I use ChatGPT a lot to be like, how do I design my room? I remember Hannah, Ian, and I like sat down at a restaurant. I was like, how should I like put my furniture? So I've really come into like, I don't want to say interior design, but I've been doing a lot more of the homemaking or like home improvements. And most recently, I'm very proud of, and Hannah and Ian helped me with this. Thank you guys. Big shout out to you. It was a lot of work. But we did the renter safe stick and peel tiles. So I redid the backsplash in my kitchen because it was really dark and really depressing. I was like, if I'm going to live here for the next year, I want it to like be pretty because I'm going to look at it pretty much every day. So yeah, those are sort of like the projects that I'm doing. I want to do crochet pan stackers. So like I can protect like my stainless. Yeah. So I'm going to do that next.
You have stainless steel or do you have nonstick?
No, I have stainless steel.
Those don't scratch, do they? You only have to do that for nonstick, I thought.
Well, I still...
Oh,
I don't
it's also less loud when you like are messing with the pans. I can't stand the noise. But speaking of like doing stuff for the house, obviously we just moved into our house and it's larger than any house we've ever lived in before. And I also was doing a lot of like planning for how we were gonna decorate and use the space and everything. And I used Microsoft Excel to plan out our spaces, especially because we've moved into a turn of the century home. The rooms are tiny. A lot of the furniture that we had wasn't even gonna fit in the space that we have. So what I did is I used Microsoft Excel to create a 2-scale version of my living room and insert furniture to scale so that I could like move it around and do different orientations and stuff. Okay. And I saved photos of the furniture that I pulled on like from the websites that I bought them from and used those as the fill for the shapes.
Oh my, amateur. I'm an amateur. This is insane.
Yeah. And then I created like mood boards using the pictures because PowerPoint has really powerful like photo background removers. It has a really like,
wow.
Yeah. So I did that for our living room, our dining room, our future office, like yeah. And this worksheet though is so slow because there are so many elements in it that like sometimes I open it and it's like help. Like, there are so many little like elements that please close, please delete an element. But other than that, I was actually like struggling pretty hard with hobbies when we got back to the US because I didn't want to buy anything new.
Right.
When I knew that all of like my hobby materials were gonna come here, but I didn't realize how long it was gonna take. So I just kind of like floundered. I, read books, but like I'm excited to have all my stuff back again.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of paint by number kits that I'm ready to dive back into. I have a crochet project that I'm ready to dive back into. And just kind of like get my hands dirty again.
Yeah. I have a book club. I joined a book club. I did not read last month's book, but I will. I've got 18 days to read this month's book.
Yeah,
So don't worry, book club. If you're watching this, I commit.
I forgot for our next activity.
Oh, okay. We're gonna take we're gonna do a little creativity break. And we decided to do this little game. We've seen it like on social media around sketching each other. Why don't we use the
Magnadoodles?
the Magnadoodles?
No. That's out of control.
Would have been easier. But yes, we're gonna take 2 minutes.
I have some paper in my bag. So if we want to get some audience participation, please place your bets in the chat for whose will be better. Me versus Sam. Whose drawing will be better?
Are we gonna do this on the back of your bills?
This is a notice of acceptance of application to register for vote. So it's like, I don't need that anymore. We can do that on the back of that.
Okay.
Because like I know that I've been accepted.
Do I have like a flat?
Yeah, I'm gonna
use
grab
this.
us a flat
Okay.
surface.
All right.
And I'll do this on the back of my annual review. Here's a book. We were supposed to prepare this ahead of time, and I forgot.
That's okay.
And here's my schematic for Tilly's bedroom wall design that I haven't done yet.
Okay.
It's on a sticky note that was at the bottom of my work laptop. Okay, so I will start a timer for 2 minutes, and we can. I gotta check here. Do I have to deposit this?
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, it is a signature. We're good. An old check.
All right.
From the payroll department. Okay. Hey Siri, start a timer for 2 minutes, please.
2 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Any votes in the chat? No votes in the chat. Come on, guys. Whose is gonna be better? Neither of us are artistic. Oh, what's going on?
I have to pay attention to the time.
Me too. Do I draw you as you are, or do I draw your essence?
You're gonna draw my essence?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Are we drawing an essence, or are you like doing like a still life?
Oh, I'm drawing you as is.
Okay, then I need to make your hair curlier. Hold on. I'm only gonna get head shape and hair at this point.
I know. I haven't moved past your head. Okay.
Wait, why are you doing more than head?
What do you mean?
Are you doing body?
I was gonna.
Oh no, I'm just doing face, like head,
Oh.
head face. Are you doing
Oh
body?
God. I don't think this is very good.
I think
it's progressively getting worse.
Oh no. Oh,
Wait, can I get a time check?
Siri, how much longer on my timer?
There's a timer with 39 seconds left.
No. Okay.
Oh, lips. They're my weakness.
Oh shit. Oh God.
Votes are in for Maggie so far.
That's fucking rude.
Even your mom.
Mom, Lois.
That is your mom, right? Team Moriarty.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Hannah. Oh,
Time's up.
time's up. Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I feel kind of confident in mine.
I don't.
Okay. Do you want me to show you first?
No,
or
show them.
Okay.
I'll see it in the camera. Okay. I kind of look like a rolled doll witch. But it's not.
The
it's
eyebrows
not
got a
horrible.
little crazy for me.
I can tell they're in the middle of my glasses. Are
I know. I fucked up. The glasses were like a last minute ad because I forgot.
I also like that I only have a pupil. It's very
Well, okay.
It's very contemporary. No, yours is not good. Like, I'm not saying that mine's better. I don't think it's horrible, but it's not great.
Why does my nose look like that?
Do you remember when we were sketching and I said, "Oh no"? That was when we were at nose.
Yeah.
So
I really gotta shape my eyebrows.
I was looking at my eyebrows this morning and I was like, it's been months. Okay,
It's-
you hold yours, I'll hold mine.
Okay.
Guys, which is the better resemblance?
Here, do I need to come closer?
Which is the better resemblance?
Sorry. All right.
Let's see. What do we got? I think it's a tie. Boo.
We're voting Sam out of work bestie solidarity.
Well, that was from the bets.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, what are your votes then? Revote. Submit.
She wants to win.
Well,
This is what I mean.
I
You
just
could
wanna
not
know.
be
I
on
just wanna
Bake Off.
know.
You could not be on Bake Off. You
I think I'm gonna.
you would be too mean to everybody.
I think I'm gonna I'll hang this.
Oh, I drew a photo of my husband a couple weeks ago that he said he's gonna get tattooed on himself because it was so bad. Let me see if I have a photo. It was really horrible.
Okay. Well, that was. Fun. I don't think
It's a tie.
Yeah, it's a
It's
tie.
the only vote we've gotten.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Okay, I can't find that right now. I'll have to put it on our story. It's a tie. It's a tie.
He's just being nice to you. Okay.
He has to say that. He's your husband. No.
Okay.
He of anyone could be like mean to me. Oh, he said eyeballs. Betrayal.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Next up.
Ooh, this is continuing on some of the audience engagement. Question for you guys. Your work wardrobe. Do you view work clothes as a secondary wardrobe, or do you make your job your fashion show?
For me, I used to view it as secondary, and then like moving here, I pretty much like only had work clothes. Especially once we got into the summer, I didn't pack any of my summer clothes because I thought we would have our stuff by then. So like, other than a couple things I bought, like a pair of shorts and like a tank top, I didn't have any other clothes. So like, my work clothes kind of became where I made outfits that I actually enjoyed wearing.
I feel like my work wardrobe is similar to that of Steve Jobs. Like I love a turtleneck. I love a black turtleneck and a blazer. And I can be like fashionable sometimes, but and actually Hannah, one of my coworkers, and I, we accidentally match all the time. It's happened on like 3 separate occasions where we've been like in front of other coworkers and they're like, you guys literally look the same right now. And we've been able to capture pictures of at least 2 of those moments. But that's
One of my coworkers one day told me that my fit was fire. And so now I haven't worn that outfit again.
why?
Like that exact one. Because it's too
Oh.
distinct. It's a yellow sweater vest and like corduroy pants that have flowers all over them. So I was like, if I do it again, then it looks like I'm fishing for compliments.
This isn't the Met Gala. You can't wear it. You can't wear it again.
I'm going to. Once it gets cold again, I will wear it again.
I've got the same like 6 turtlenecks in rotation in the winter, and that's it.
This is the problem. Like, I felt like if I wore it again, it was like trying too hard. I got really nervous.
Did anyone on the?
Yeah, my sister responded. Kate said, I'm a geriatric millennial, and peak fashion in my 20s was jeans and a nice top, so work clothes and going out clothes are the same. And
Yeah.
then Ian said, thank goodness for the Scrubs life.
Yep.
No need to do an outfit.
He can roll up to work in gym shorts and a t-shirt. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
My husband is now like blue collar. So I
Lot
mean,
of
but
khakis,
also
lot
no,
of
like
cargos?
carpenter pants.
Oh. They
But
have a lot of
also
pockets.
that's like what he started wearing before starting
Mhm.
his new job. So it's kind of funny because like I bought him all these like carpenter pants for like fashion, and now he gets
And
them
now-
all dusty and dirty because he actually wears them for their intended purpose. Hannah said we don't coordinate, but it happens. It's a freaky coincidence.
We had one morning where we were texting each other about our outfits, and I had her send me like a picture of what she was wearing because she like had a question about a sweater, and I was like, Hannah, go change. Like I was already on my way to work. I was like, girl, I'm literally wearing that right now.
That shirt. Yeah, I've never had that because I like rarely ever work with women.
Mm-hmm.
There are other women around now, so that's nice. But I've never come in with the same outfit as someone. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. So I must dress cool.
One day my
So
boss
nice.
and I were wearing all the same colors, which was weird. And like we went to a
Nice.
meeting and someone was like, "Do you guys do this on purpose?" And he was like, "Yeah." She was texting my wife last night. Set out this outfit. It was pretty funny.
That's funny.
So our next topic is to talk about what to look forward to in season 2.
Yeah.
So our season 2 roadmap is kind of talking more about navigating the engineering world
Mm-hmm.
and our experiences with that so far. So with job hunts and like career changes or job changes, which we've both done a few of,
Yep.
and building a good resume and doing a strong interview.
Talking about work culture, like a good work culture, bad work culture. Like I think we've had a mix of a little bit of everything through like our different experiences and like how that's impacted or helped us change maybe like our future like work
Yeah,
experience.
for sure. I think that we've both had to be the person before who like actively changes the work culture.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be an interesting one to talk about. Representation in STEM. I think we're definitely going to bring in a guest for that one because I don't think that, although like we can cover a lot of representation in terms of genders or like sex, we can't necessarily speak that much from personal experience about racial diversity or like ethnicity,
Mm-hmm.
like diversity in the workplace. So I'm hoping to bring in a guest for that one.
Or even like thinking about someone with like disabilities as well and
Mhm.
like how they navigate like
Yeah.
the workplace.
We're going to talk about collaboration across disciplines, which is something
Mhm.
that's super common in I think both of our jobs and kind of engineering jobs in general, because engineers are so often one part of a team
Yep.
that's covering like a really broad set of tasks. So that one will be cool. Red flags and green flags in the workplace, what to look for in a healthy workplace, what to look for in a toxic workplace, how to recognize it and what to do about it. And then we're going to talk about lessons from the field. So bringing in one or maybe more seasoned women in STEM and talking about what they learned in their industries and give us advice and talk about how much things have changed during
Yeah.
the course of their careers.
So definitely a really exciting season ahead. I'm really looking forward to sharing a lot of this with you guys, and especially excited for the special guests that we have. If anyone is interested in coming on our podcast, please like put it in the chat, send us a message on Instagram, send us an email. Our email is notso-civilengineers@gmail.com.
Yes, not so civil engineers at gmail.com. I think that everyone who's on this as a viewer came from our Instagram, so you guys all know our Instagram, Not So Civil Pod. But we will hopefully be back soon with episodes. We haven't come up with a posting schedule yet, so we don't have a date yet, but as soon as we do, we'll post it on Instagram. We'll do a launch announcement.
Yep. Another promo, but like we'll follow follow through on the promo 100%.
We made the live happen.
We did.
Despite the road bumps.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? Road bumps? Speed bumps.
Speed bumps, roadblocks.
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 Yeah. Road bumps.
Road bumps.
There's bumps.
It's
We hit a bump.
we did. We figured it out though.
We figured it out.
Thank you, Twitch. Sponsor us.
Of all the people Twitch could sponsor, it's not going to be us with our 4 viewers. 1,000 viewers.
Yes, 1,000 viewers.
Come back September 12th, 2026.
Yep. It'll happen.
1,000 viewers. Not even just 1,000 Instagram followers. Every single one of them has to be on the live.
Yes. At the same time. At the same time.
People in other countries, I don't care.
Yeah.
Wake up, get on the live.
Get on the live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining tonight and spending part of your Friday night with the two of us. This was really great to be able to catch up with each other and with you guys. And yeah, we're just looking forward to season 2. So with that,
let's see how this goes.
who's up?
Who thinks that Sam is going to get this on the first try?
And remember, keep it civil, at least a little. Bye!